welcome to Sprawl and Brawl. It's episode number 54, the show where we talk about MMA every week, every Thursday night around 9 p.m. Eastern Time, June 22nd, 2017. I am Matt Steiner is over there somewhere. Oh, well, I guess he's not there anymore.
Hello.
Oh, there he is. Weird.
Yeah,
Weird
I was
how he
hiding.
just disappeared like that. As I keep our fades going. The fades that kill my GPU.
Nice.
Those ones. Actually, since this new XSplit update, it's actually seemed okay. It only goes up to like about 80. That's nice. As opposed to the 100 that it used to do all the time.
You need to get a real video card.
Yes, I do. I have a buddy that has a 660 that I might just take off of him.
That's not too bad.
It's better than what I have. I looked into that 1030 versus a 660. They're about the same thing.
Yeah.
They're virtually about the same thing. So if I can get a 660 for super cheap or even just free, because he has a lot of stuff that he hasn't been using in a while, so might just take that thing off of him. All right. Anyways, hey, this is the MMA podcast. Megasearcher.com. Go check out that website. VODs and MP3s of all of our shows are up there. You can also find us on iTunes and other places where podcasts are available. And we're live on YouTube, Twitch, Smashcast, Ustream, and Mixer. Mixer. I almost said Beam. But we're all there. It's Mega Scorcher TV is our name on those channels. And we're off to the news of the week. Unfortunate news to start off the week, though. It's not the best. Tim Hague, he fought in the UFC a very, very, very long time ago. Canadian.
Yeah. Went to the University of Alberta.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's from Edmonton. Or near Edmonton.
Fights out of.
Oh, okay. He fights out of. Anyways, yeah, he's was a long-time UFC fighter, or a veteran, I should say. And I wonder, what was his last fight? Do you have that in front of you right now?
Wait, no.
I saw you copy pasted him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
His last fight was in TKO, July 15th of last year.
Oh, so that was on Fight Pass, probably. So Tim Hague was on UFC Fight Pass within the last year.
Lost to by a head kick.
Yeah, I've heard that he's also been getting KO'd in MMA before going into boxing. So not good news here. He passed away on Sunday night after getting knocked out in a boxing match in the second round. I saw the video of the knockout. He actually got up and was walking after. So he probably started feeling bad after. And yeah, he was pretty much in a coma for a couple days before he passed away on Sunday. People were saying that he was like grabbing their fingers and stuff, but a lot of people do that when they're brain dead and stuff too. So just like a reflex, right? Your hand just kind of does that. It's like a reptile thing, right? It's just reflexes. So it sucks that he's gone. He got knocked out multiple times in that fight. He was 34. He has a son. Don't know how old he is, but he has a son too. So that sucks. 34, that's not old. For a dude that's been around for that long. More bad news. Matt Hughes got hit by a train. He was driving his truck. There's not too much information about it. He just got hit by a train. Got put into a medically induced coma, and he has awoken, though. He seems in stable condition. There was something about maybe he couldn't open his eyes. But there's not too much details out about Matt Hughes.
No, there really isn't all that much.
Nope. So that's the sad news for this week, I think.
So like he tried to beat the train across the tracks.
I have no idea, because that's the thing, right? Like how would he not know that there was a train coming, right?
Yeah, it was blocked by the corn. Like I don't fully get it. Like this,
but
is
there's
weird.
there's a fucking horn on those fucking trains. And they honk them every fucking time they cross a
Yeah.
border. So
I
or
don't.
cross.
Maybe he was so intoxicated he didn't understand what the fuck he was doing. I don't.
Well, I don't know. I feel like if he was drunk, they probably would have known about that, and they probably would have said something. But who knows?
Yeah.
He was in a coma. Maybe they would have
Yes.
just not said anything. But I don't know. It's a weird situation, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because he was just talking about coming back like last week. Before
Yep.
that,
I don't think that's happening now.
Probably not. Megan Anderson is out of her Invicta FC24 fight, and she's now going to face Cyborg Santos for the women's featherweight title.
In
UFC 214. That is the July 29th card, right? With John Jones. Megan Anderson, or I think she pronounced it Megan. I have no idea.
okay, I'm confused.
What?
Who? I thought somebody already had the 145 for the UFC.
Yes, Jermaine the Randomy has it. She won against Holly Holm, but she said that she would not defend it, so they just stripped her.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, and then she's acting all surprised that they stripped her. But you literally said, my hand hurts. I can't fight Cyborg. I can't fight anybody. I'm going to go back to 135. Like, what do you just keep the title then? Sure, here. Just keep that title. The thing that's weird about this fight is what do you do after this one, though? It's nothing. Nothing. There's nothing after.
Well, the whole concept of 145 doesn't quite make any sense.
No.
Tanya Evinger 125 makes a hell of a lot more sense,
and they're doing that, so that's good.
Yes.
Tanya Evinger is going to step in to fight Elena Goleniak at the next Invicta. I think that's like in a few weeks. I'm not too sure. It's on Fight Pass, whenever the hell it is. I'm trying to find the actual date here. July 15th, so 4 weeks-ish from now. All right. Atisha Torres is going to replace Amanda Ribas against Julia Lima at the Tough 29 finale. That's in 2-3 weeks from now?
Okay, I know Julia and I know Tisha, but I don't know who Amanda Ribas is.
Well, there you go.
By name.
Now you got a better fight in your head.
And Tisha's really not all that great.
But you know her.
Yes. It's interesting that I put in Amanda Ribas' name and then Tisha comes up saying replacing.
Well, there you go.
What the hell?
Yeah, well, it's relevant. It's the news. It's how it works.
Yeah, I know.
Google.
She's a silver medalist.
Welcome to Steiner Finds Out About Google.
Yeah.
It's episode 1. Next week, we go to Yahoo.
Yahoo. Fuck that shit.
Bing.
I'm not going to get hacked.
That's only their email. That's just their email. Don't worry about it. John Makdessi steps in to face Sage Northcutt at UFC 214 with Claudio Puelles out. That's a better fight.
That sounds like a good fight, actually.
That's in Anaheim. That's the John Jones card.
Now, Makdessi's coming off of that head kick KO, or has he had another fight since then?
Don't think so. I think that was his last fight.
Okay.
Brutal knockout.
I don't see how the fuck Northcutt could. Well, I guess Makdessi is a striker, so Northcutt might actually have a chance against that.
He might have a chance. John Makdessi, though.
Yeah, he's well-rounded.
It depends. Sage Northcutt could definitely maybe do something with his speed.
Yes.
It just depends if
Northcutt gets raped by wrestlers and jiu-jitsu guys.
I feel like John is just going to play it way more safe now since he got that kick. Because that was not a nice kick to receive.
No.
Did you watch the press conference for Bellator 180 / NYC today? It literally happened at 10 a.m. I was just like, what the fuck? Why are you doing this at 10 a.m. in New York? Anyways, Vanderlei Silva was there, and they did a stare down, and he shoved Chael Sonnen.
Yeah.
That was all right. It seems, I don't know. The shove was not super awesome, so it's not like, oh my god, I got to super watch this fight. But I don't know. Chael Sonnen's still Chael. It just have you really heard anything about this fight? Like, it's literally happening in 2 days.
Yeah, I know. No, I haven't. And the thing is, I actually listened to Chael's podcast, and he hasn't been talking about this shit all that much.
He, honestly, even on this press conference, he seems non-confrontational with Vanderlei. He just wants to get the fight done. He's just like,
yeah, well,
I don't want to even look at him.
Yeah.
He's a fucking crazy guy.
We'll see if he gets into the ring, and then we'll finish it there.
Yeah, well, Chael Sonnen said that Randy Couture was proposed as an alternate if he does not show up. He was saying a lot of shit. It was pretty funny. Yeah. Those are pretty much the only notable part of that press conference. Everybody was, throwing standard answers. Matt Mitrione, he's a super company guy now, so he's always like, Mr. Coker, he's a good guy. Mr. S, and all these other guys are all cool. Like, it's weird.
Well, he is probably the top heavyweight they have. Is he not?
For sure. He could lose to Fedor, though. I don't envision him losing to Fedor, but it could happen. It could happen.
I don't know. Fedor is just nowhere near in good shape, though. Like, Mitrione actually, like, really fucking trains. I don't see on how Fedor can really...
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it gets out of the first round, there's no way in hell Fedor is going to win.
The style that Fedor fought worked for him when he was younger.
Yeah.
And he hasn't really changed it all that much. Like, you could even when he was at the top of his game, you could tell, like, that he didn't really care. He was just, I'm really awesome at fighting. I'll just somewhat train and somewhat eat good. But other than that, I don't give a shit.
Like, he does not eat well or train. Like,
I know.
Like, the thing is, technically, I don't even think he should be a heavyweight. I think he should be a light heavyweight.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's not huge.
Like, you'd be something along the lines of...
He's like Cormier, kind of.
Cormier, yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. That they have the same body type, too. The dad bod.
Mm-hmm.
I have dad bod, and I don't have a kid, so that's awesome.
I'm somewhere in between dad bod and nice bod, but not quite nice bod.
Yeah. Hey, it's hard, man, and I'm drinking beer right now.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's why I don't have a dad bod, or as like a stigmat dad bod, because I don't drink enough. If I drank more, it would be quite bad.
Nate Diaz's former management firm is suing the popular UFC fighter for more than $1 million. MMA Fighting confirmed Wednesday. The Balangi Group filed the lawsuit Tuesday in Dallas County, Texas, claiming that Diaz committed theft, breach of contract, and fraud, amongst other charges.
Okay, I can maybe see breach of contract, but theft?
No, well, they're saying that they have not been paid for any of their representation. So, because this is the group that, it's the management, like, they get a cut.
Yeah.
They get a cut. And apparently Nate just took the money and was like, aha, I got it all. I wouldn't be too surprised.
Yeah. Maybe. That's pretty stupid, but
it just...
I don't see how that... I guess maybe...
This firm has to represent other fucking fighters and other athletes, right? So I doubt that they would just sue somebody out of the fucking blue, right? I doubt it.
True. But the thing is, if it... Like, how long? Or is this just like his last fight?
They said... Oh, man, I wish I copy-pasted everything now. But no, they said that it was a few fights that he actually missed out on.
Why are they waiting so long? Is the thing I don't understand. I guess maybe they were trying to like send him notices and say, "Dude, you owe us fucking money. Yeah. You owe us money," and it just got to the point that they can't even talk to him. So it's
that's probably what happened.
But like, when was the last time Diaz and McGregor fought?
What, a year ago?
Yeah.
Something like that now. It's close to a year because it was definitely during summer.
It was 203? Or was it
202?
Might have been 202.
I forget. All I remember is that it was the summer. Because I remember it being hot as balls outside.
202, so August 20th.
Yep. It was humid and hot as balls here. So, hey, talking about McGregor, he currently has no sponsors for his boxing match.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's crazy. He can sign with anybody. He's a free agent for that fight, so he's not obligated to go with Reebok.
Yeah,
he can just do if Nike wants to come up and be like, "Hey, man."
Well, it could be anything at that point.
Under Armour,
right?
Whatever the fuck he wants to get. He's gonna make a lot of money on top of the fucking pay-per-view money.
I would think he'd be looking at probably $20-30 million likely for endorsements on that one fight.
Mm-hmm. Oh, because that's the exposure on that one.
Yep.
It's just even right now, if he was sponsored by somebody, he could just fucking show that off in everything that he's popping up in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if he's doing anything right now, but he will be soon for sure. The fight's fucking 2 months away, so
yeah,
you're gonna start seeing him on the YouTubes and stuff. So hey, talk about seeing him on social media. He posted a picture of a mural on his gym wall of him knocking out Floyd. Did you see that?
No.
Should have taken the picture and showed it here. But yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's just it's straight up just a painting of him knocking out Floyd.
Right.
Yeah. Looks nice. Is it going to happen? That's another thing.
Yeah.
But hey, everything McGregor has said so far has happened, including this fight. So.
Well, his shit talking about Diaz or whatever was not correct.
That first fight though, he seemed weird. He flinched at the weigh-ins.
Well, even like he came like that first fight, he came out like he was Apollo Creed in the first Rocky movie, and he was dancing and singing and doing all this shit. The second time, he did not do any of that.
Well, it's a shame that he's not Apollo Creed.
Yeah,
because that he would have won.
He would have by the slimmest margin. Yeah, by the slimmest margin.
The Rocky 2 though doesn't work out. So he did the inverse of that. He said, "I'm gonna fail the first. I'll be Rocky. I'm just Rocky. Screw it. I want Apollo Creed. Like, Apollo Creed is cooler, but I'm just gonna go with Rocky because he has the better story at the. He doesn't die. He's still alive.
Yeah, and he fought some when he was like 70 years old. He fought some young guy and almost won. Yeah,
now he's teaching Creed. The second Creed.
His son.
Whatever the fuck his name is. Forget. Is it Jordan Creed? No.
I didn't watch the movie.
I love all of those movies. So I'll watch this one. And it was actually pretty good. It's actually really good.
Well, 1, 2, and 4 and 5 were not. 3 was pretty bad.
3 was fine, man. Hulk Hogan was in there doing his brother thing.
Yeah.
And then Mr. T. Mr. T was threatening back then. He wasn't Mr. T right now.
Well, yeah, Mr. T that has gone through like 3 things of cancer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes. But no, I'm okay, sure, ignore the cancer, but let's say he had that show that he was just watching internet movies or internet videos movies.
I don't remember what
that was called. But yeah. Rocky 5 gets shit on, I feel, and it's unfair because Rocky 5 is actually really fucking good.
Well, it's after everything that happened in Rocky 4, it was a very different movie. They tried to go back to it being about boxing or about the family or whatever.
Yes, Rocky was retiring. He wasn't fighting anymore, so he was pretty much the Mickey of that movie. That movie was really good.
Mickey that ended up beating the shit out of Tommy Guns at the end. So
because Tommy Gunn was being an asshole.
Yes,
he didn't have a choice. He didn't have a choice, man. I love that fucking 5th movie. It was so good. Anyways.
Yeah.
Leslie Smith got a new opponent for UFC Fight Night 113. Lena Landsberg got sidelined, undisclosed injury. Smith is now going to take on newcomer Amanda Lemos on July 16th. That's got announced today. Fresh off the presses. Talk about fresh off the presses. I just got this one right before we did the show. Dana White's Tuesday Night Contenders series is going to start on July 11th. The card got revealed. The main event is Kurt Halabow versus Matt Bissett. That is the only fight that you're going to know anybody in.
Yeah, I'm looking at these names.
Yeah, Kurt Halabow has been fighting in Titan FC, I want to say. And Matt Bissett was in CES. He was in a few other indie promotions.
So what is this?
Kurt's been in UFC before. What's this for? It's just a fight. on Tuesday nights.
So there is no like tournament basis of anything that they're gonna go through and try to get a contract or something.
No, well, when he originally announced this series, Dana White did. He said that people would be fighting for contracts and either losing their contracts too. So it could be like their last fight on their contract and they're not that popular. So they could be fighting their last fight on this. And then if they win, it's like, yeah, we'll sign you. That was amazing. And if not, fucking God, dude, that's like wrestling. Loser leaves town match. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But yeah, no, I don't know any of these guys. Manny Vasquez kind of sounds familiar, but that could just be because his last name is Vasquez. He fought. Oh, what was his last fight? Let's see. Oh, he fought on Bellator, on the Rampage versus King Mo 2 card. So he's been around. I'm assuming a lot of these guys are Bellator dudes. Joby Sanchez versus Manny Vasquez. So Joby Sanchez is actually already in the UFC. He fought at the Ultimate Fighter finale. 22 was his last fight. So that was a long time ago, 2015. And then the next fight is Charles Byrd versus Justin Jones. Justin Jones' last fight was at UFC Fight Night Lamas versus Mendez, 2015. So yeah, all these guys seems like they haven't been fighting for a little bit. Azusa Aniwawu versus Greg Rebello. Azuna Aniwawu, whatever his name is. He hasn't fought since 2011. So yeah, these are some guys that are getting back in there. But that Kurt Holobaugh versus Matt Bissett main event could be pretty all right. Matt Bissett is 7-2, and he has a win over Diego Nunes. And Holobaugh is 17-4, and his last fight was against Jesus Cavalcante, and he fucking KO'd him very badly. I remember that fight in May. It's not too long ago. So yeah. That's that in July 11th. If you have Fight Pass, it's something to watch.
Right.
All right. I watched TKO 39 this week. It was before the UFC in Singapore. All I have to say is that Robin Black was on the commentary. Our buddy. Our homie. The Intergalactic Rockman, or whatever the fuck his name is. Something like that.
Okay, that's
the Intergalactic Rocker. Something like that. Hey, I think that was his band name, Intergalactic Rockers. Anyways, the event was pretty good. I usually like the TKO events really, really well because it's just fight after fight, and it's usually just Quebecers that just want to go at it. So they just fucking go at it. There was one fight in particular, though. What's his name? I had it. Anyways, his last fight, he actually got DQ'd because he kept punching the dude after the fight was clearly fucking over. The ref was like grabbing at him and fucking pulling him off, and he was still not stopping. So he got DQ'd, but then this fight, he got another KO. So that dude is pretty dominant. I'm sure he's going to get whatever he wants in the next fight because him getting a DQ next fight didn't stop anything. All right, anyways. Yeah, TKO's all right. Oh, and apparently Robin Black doesn't work at Fight Network anymore. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Fight Network...
Because people listen to me?
No, because Fight Network, they bought TNA Wrestling. And that was a lot of money.
Right.
So now they have no money for anything except for TNA. So they're just going to be the TNA station at some point eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder how much it costs to really broadcast like UFC Fight Pass events on TV in Canada. Like how much do you pay for that?
Like you mean in royalty based?
Yes. Like how much do you pay UFC? They have glory events on there too. They have a lot of fucking fights on that network. It's a good network. It's like $2 you can get it a month if you want just that station now, because that's how they do it in Canada.
Yeah,
with all those laws. It's like $2. It might be $2.50, but it's a good station to have if you like fighting. Just leave it on in the background and just fucking fights all day. All right. I also watched some boxing this weekend. The main event was Andre Ward. He's a champion, and he fought against Sergey Kovalev. This was number 2. Kovalev was a champion beforehand. before the first fight. And this one ended with a fucking TKO in the 8th round. Andre Ward just fucking teed off on him, but it was questionable whether or not there was low blows. There could have been low blows in there. He definitely punched low. Whether it was down there, maybe one for sure, but then the other ones, I thought it was just on the belly. But he got warned for low blows before that TKO too. So the stoppage was definitely right, but the low blow definitely was a thing that he could have called if he wanted to. And then the co-main event ended in super controversy because, it's fucking boxing. That's how things roll. It was super bantamweight. Guillermo he defeated Moses Flores via KO in the first. And then it ended after the bell, kind of. But they both threw a punch. Like, they literally both threw a punch. So, like, how can you DQ the guy for KOing him, right? When he was kind of just defending himself because the other guy was still throwing. So, it was after the bell, but the ref wasn't there in time, too. So, like, and I want to say the dude put some fucking acting skills on his KO there because he got hit and then he realized, oh, shit, the bell went off. And then he was just like, I'm dead. So, yeah. Weird ending, but I feel like Flores, if he would have just stood up, the fight might have kept going. But because he fucking stayed down, is clearly a KO because he was down, he wasn't getting back up. So what can you do? You can't keep the fight going. The ref went to the replay. The commissioner, Bob, what's the Nevada State Athletic Commissioner, Bob fucking, he's at the UFC events all the time too. I forgot his last name, and it was Bob. He was talking with the HBO broadcast team, and he was like, the team in the back told me that it was clearly before the bell, and then he was like, so you didn't hear it? He was like, no, I didn't have headphones, I just saw it. But the team in the back told me it was clearly before the bell. And then they showed him the replay, and he was like, okay. He was clearly defeated and did not want to answer any more questions. The real decision for this fight is just a no contest.
Right.
It's a no contest. The both punches were after the bell. They were both technically illegal. Somebody got KO'd, and I think that's what the rule says. Is just like if it's just I forget what the rule was, but yeah, it should be a no contest. So he said the commissioner said that they were going to DQ Guillermo, and it's just like, dude, but no, because they were both throwing a punch. Anyways, boxing. Then UFC Fight Night. I don't know why I talked about boxing first, because technically that would happen Saturday night, but Saturday morning, starting at like 4:30 a.m. Eastern time, there was a fight night in Singapore. How much of this did you watch?
0.
Oh,
I saw a replay of the Holmes fight. Okay, but
so I'll run down some of these fights here. They open with Lucy Padilova versus Ji Yoon Kim, another Korean. So many Koreans lately. Kim actually had an unreal fucking reach advantage. It was like 6 inches or something. It was fucking crazy. For her weight class, her arms are fucking long as shit. It's ridiculous. But she never really circled, and she always kept getting punched.
Yeah.
And then on the ground, she just kind of laid there and got punched. So
yeah, that's the way I like it.
Jin Yoon Kim at the end of the second, at the end of the third, she did do a few flurries, and the third was just kind of a nothing round that she probably won that one. But Padilova won 29-28, I think, was all the scores on that fight. If I'm not mistaken, could be wrong. Yeah, it was all 29-28. It was pretty clear it was a 29-28 because that third round, Jin Yoon Kim the whole fight she was throwing, she just wasn't landing, and then by the time the third round came around, she was landing more. But it was a good fight. It was definitely a good fight. It's just the Koreans never win. The girls, anyways. They need more basic skills, I guess is what I would say, because they have good good instincts and good punches, I would say, because if she landed all those punches, they would have hurt her more than Lucy's punches anyways, because Lucy landed a lot. She landed a lot in this fight, but anyways. Naoki Inoue versus Carl John de Thomas. It was a super fucking one-sided fight. Inoue just destroyed this Carl John de Thomas dude. And he was close to submissions in the third and the second round, but he never got him.
Do you know who missed weight? Because that was a catch weight.
Yes, it was the Carl John de Thomas, the Filipino.
Okay.
Filipino liked eating the food.
And then got his ass kicked. So yeah.
Destroyed. 30-26.
No, I'm cool with it. It's the other when it works the other way around.
I gave it 30-26 because that second round was super one-sided, and that's what the judges gave it too. Everywhere 30-26. Russell Doan versus Kwan Ho Kwak. This fight was fucking awesome. It lasted 2 seconds about. Dun Ho Kwak got KO'd. Lasted 4 minutes. Punches. It was an alright fight. There was a lot of the Asians on this card. Li Jin Liang he defeated Frank Camacho, 29-27, 28-27, and then 29-27. Ulka Sasaki versus Justin Scoggins. This was actually another good fight. Scoggins started out the match with a huge suplex. It was pretty cool. He also went for a spinning back heel kick and he missed. But then when he missed, he also landed a left hand right behind it that actually knocked Sasaki down. So the kick was like a fake at the end of the day, kind of. And Scoggins actually was winning the whole fight, and he managed to give up his back, and he got choked. Rear naked in the second. He was winning the whole fight.
That can happen.
Up to that rear naked. So it sucks for him. And then the next fight was Alex Casares versus Rolando Gabriel Dai. It was an alright fight. Alex Casares was pretty much winning it, and the doctors stopped it. I think it was a cut over the eye, or I forget. I even forget why they stopped it, but they stopped it.
Oh, it says doctor stoppage, but it doesn't specify what.
I forget why. Walt Harris defeated Cyril Asker via TKO punches and elbows in the first. That was also pretty good. Heavyweight fight there. Did not last very long. And then the last fight of the prelims, John Tuck defeated Takanori Gomi with a rear naked choke in the first. Takanori Gomi should probably retire. He did not look good in this fight. Well, I mean, his green hair looked good, but in terms of skill...
Yeah, he is getting up. He's
been fighting forever, man. He was in fucking Pride.
Yep.
So, yeah. He's been around for a long time. Maurice Smith got inducted, or he is the next inductee, I should say, to the UFC Hall of Fame.
Well, it'll be in 2 weeks.
Something like that. At the International Fight Week or whatever the hell it is now, because it's not a whole week. It's like a weekend. The International Fight Weekend. Tarek Safadine and Rafael Dos Anjos started the main card. This fight was okay. It wasn't great. Rafael Dos Anjos pretty much dominated, though. And he threw an illegal knee that the ref totally did not see. Like it wasn't even close to not, like, it's not like his fingers were down.
Dos Santos landed a knee?
Sorry? Yes, he landed a knee on Safadine while his hand was clearly on the ground. Like he was fully
a hand or
yes,
both?
one hand.
But
also his knee. Also his knee.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But no, it's if your hand is on the ground, you're down. It's not your fingers, it's your palm. If your hand is completely on the ground.
But new rules is 2 hands.
Oh, okay, sure. But his knee was also down.
But if his knee's down, he's a fucking down opponent.
Yes,
there's no question about that. But
anyways, they should just let knees and shit happen. Anyways,
it would,
because people would just defend. It wouldn't happen. It would not fucking happen.
You make sure you get the fuck up and get the fuck out.
Oh shit, this knee might come to my head. Oh, well, I'm gonna get out of here. All right.
Because what is it? One?
Yeah, one does soccer kicks and shit. Yeah, they do all that stuff. Soccer kicks is a little bit more brutal, but like if a dude is kicking you from the head to the head from the top when you're on the bottom, just get up.
Yeah.
Just get up. He's not gonna do.
Well,
anything.
the thing is, you should be able to spin around or do something, or like
grab
I guess
his fucking leg and
Pride. I saw a bunch of people like jump over the feet and land on their head, and that's just fucked up.
Yeah, double foot stomp, fucking jumping over the body, just blah. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's fucked up. Like kneeing to the head and shit like
that's
that.
That's a straight up gangster shit right there.
So I think it should just be
fucking head in.
I don't like it because of the games that a lot of these guys do, but it should be you get the fuck out of there or you're gonna get fucking crushed.
Oh, I like the foot stomps here, and some people are like, "Ooh, that's brutal." It's like, no, that's not too much, man. You could stomp some other shit that would hurt way more. It's not comfortable. Dun Young Kim versus Colby Covington. Colby just destroyed Dun Young Kim in this fight. It wasn't even fucking close. Yeah, it was just straight up fucking wreckage.
Oh,
so yeah.
Basement.
One judge gave it 30-25, and then 30-26 and 30-27. Yeah, the two last rounds were just destroyed. Dun Young Kim stun gun.
Yeah, I'm seeing like 30-25 is a really.
Oh, dude, the last two rounds were fucking brutal. It was just him. On the bottom, just getting punched and elbowed and getting almost submitted. But hey, he lasted the whole 3 rounds. All right. Marcin Tybura versus Andrei Arlovski. This fight was actually close. Arlovski, I feel, probably won the second. Marcin won the first. And holy shit, Marcin was dead tired by the 3rd round. So I don't even know how he managed to pull that off. He did win that 3rd round. But he was fucking... He could barely even stand up at the end of the 2nd. So, Andrei Arlovski, I love you, man, but you're getting old.
Yeah.
38. And it's not that he's old, it's that he's been fighting for a long-ass time, too. So
that's true, too. A combination of both. Like 38 and fighting for like almost 20 years.
Well, his first fight was for M1 in 99. And then his first UFC fight was in 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's been around for a long time. 17 years.
Yeah.
In the UFC.
Yeah.
He went away for a while. And then did quite all right for himself.
Knocked out twice in a row or something like that.
Yeah, well, Fedor killed him because he was stupid. He was winning that fight, and he's just like, I'm going to do this little fancy thing. Oh, I'm knocked out. Shit.
Yeah,
he
that was one of
his... to go do his like stupid jumping knee thing. Then he got fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
God.
Because he doesn't have the greatest chin.
I
would say he has probably a normal chin, and it's just when you're fighting heavyweights, you need to be Mexican or something, because Jesus fucking Christ.
And Fedor was still kind of mythical at that point.
At that point, yeah.
That was a Affliction event. Back when UFC was like, we don't want no sponsors, go away, we don't want Affliction. And Affliction was like, oh yeah, fuck you. We'll do our own event here in Anaheim. And then they did their own event in Anaheim. And that kind of became Strikeforce. Fucking weird. Anyways, good stuff. I wish there was still a number 2 that was like legit. Bellator, slowly, a little bit.
Yeah, well, they need to get a couple more fighters, but
yes. The light heavyweight is like the fight they had this weekend. We'll talk about that soon. But yeah, the main event: Holly Holm versus Betch Kohara. However the hell you pronounce her last name.
Yeah, Kohara would be.
Boring fight, to be honest. I watched the whole fight. It only got exciting when that KO happened. Holly Holm, they were just kind of like keeping at distance and not really throwing, not really landing. It was boring. And then she did that question mark kick that just destroyed the shit out of her. Because the question mark kick is like, it delays it a little bit. And you saw her she kind of like moved a little bit and she didn't know what to do. And then the kick just boom came right across the face. And it was like, oh yeah, she's done. It was a cool kick, but the fight was pretty boring. Holly Holm, man, she's been fighting a lot. And I don't know if she should be. Because imagine if she beat Ronda and then took a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Maybe I wouldn't say that she might still have the championship, but she wouldn't have lost it to Miesha Tate, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, the question kick mark was fucking awesome. The Ultimate Fighter Redemption, the last episode of the quarterfinals, featured 2 fights. Hader Hassan, the last of the Cody Garbrandt members, versus Jesse Taylor was the first fight. During the weigh-ins, Garbrandt, of course, started his bullshit.
Oh, man. Like, I just don't fucking get it.
Well, Garbrandt, I get. It's just his coaches are such dicks, too. It's just
well, no, but the thing, it's the Asian dude that's actually really the...
Horchuk or whatever the hell his last name is.
I guess he is the head coach at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Or something like that.
The fighter...
But he's like...
The fighter that's also a coach. What's his name? That's also on Garbrandt's team. He's a fighter. He's in the UFC. He has a strong face, strong facial. Anyways, I don't.
I'm not
he
sure.
He also stood up at the very end and he was talking shit.
Oh.
Yeah. It's funny because Garbrandt just seems like he thinks everything's against him, and he thinks he's in the right, but he's very clearly in the wrong right now. Like, just shut up.
Yeah.
Like TJ was pretty much done when the weigh-in started, and then they kept going.
Yeah.
So, like, the weigh-ins barely even happened. They were just talking the whole time. Pretty funny. But the actual fight went how I thought it was going to go. Jesse Taylor tried to take him down a bunch of times. Didn't work. He eventually got him down, and then he got a rear naked choke. Lasted like, what, a minute or two?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Jesse Taylor's going on. And then, Ramsey Nijim versus James Krause. This should have been later. This should have been a semi fight, probably.
I don't know. Like, Nijim is definitely, like, he can take a lot, but the way he was coming in with his weird, like, he was coming out so wide with his punches and shit, and he was just, like, fucking throwing weird shit.
I think both of these dudes looked weird in this fight.
Yeah.
Because there's a few spots where James Krause on the ground, he could have easily gotten up. There's like Nijim's not even close to being on your back right now. Just get up. What the fuck's going on? He's like on your side. Like, you could take fucking side mount right now if you wanted to. Just shake him off and then you're in side mount. Like, there's just so many weird spots like that, especially in the second. Because the first round was a lot of domination by James Krause. Right? He got a takedown. He landed spinning back fist. On the ground, he landed some elbows and stuff. The first round was easily James Krause's.
Yeah.
And then the second round, Nijim actually got a takedown early. Did some ground and pound, got a submission attempt. It was a rear naked. Krause reversed it, though. He didn't do much with it. And yeah, the second round was easily Nijim's as well. So it's pretty obvious it was going to a third. And then in the third, so it was 4 minutes of Krause laying on top, doing occasional elbows. There's like maybe.
Well, they were both completely exhausted.
Yes, for sure.
One thing.
I would say that 2 strikes that Krause landed during that 4 minutes was actually substantial and did damage. And then the last minute, they stood up, and I would say Nijim got the most damage in the whole fight. In the whole third round, it lasted fucking about 30 to 40 seconds, but he got up and he was dead. But man, he got some punches in there that looked like maybe Krause would have gotten KO'd.
Yeah.
Krause, his eye after the fight looked terrible.
Yeah. Well, he scratched the cornea or something like that. They said.
Yeah, they got a contact on there to help it heal. It's like a Band-Aid for your eyeball.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then the last 10 seconds of the third round was just them like rolling on the ground and like reversing positions, and Krause almost got a rear naked choke, and it was man, for 2 guys that were dead tired at the end, they were crazy at the last 40 seconds. And then the semis is going to be Diego Lima versus Krause won.
Yeah.
Just in case I didn't say that. So Diego Lima versus Tom Galicchio, and then James Krause versus Jesse Taylor. Again, a weird picks because Diego Lima should have probably fought Jesse Taylor.
Yeah.
That's probably what should have happened, because Diego Lima and James Taylor versus James Krause for the finals, I feel like that's better. I don't think that Tom is going to win, right? Diego Lima's going to win.
But
and then Jesse Taylor's probably going to lose, but that would have been a better fight for the semis. Anyways, whatever.
That would probably make sense to me.
Tom could fucking upset. Who knows?
That's what he's been doing. Time, so,
yes. Yeah. But I don't. Diego and Jesse Taylor are two guys that I don't see him beating.
Yeah, no, Jesse's just like Jesse's striking's pretty good, and his wrestling is ridiculous, and his jiu-jitsu's pretty damn good too. So, like, he should have won his season if he wasn't a fucking drunk or whatever. He would have like he still probably would be in the UFC fighting, but he fucked up and he's changed his life around after that fact, and it just shows actually he is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, so there's 2 episodes left. So it's going to be those 2 fights. And then the finals. The
finale.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the finale. It has some fights on there. All right. This weekend, though, there is Bellator. You can watch the Spike TV portion for free. It starts... Well, okay, so there's Bellator.com preliminary card to Ryan Couture is the main event versus Haim Ghazali, whoever that guy is. I don't really recognize anybody else on the prelim card, but there's 5 fights. They're going to go fast. It's going to be fun. And then it starts with Heather Hardy versus Alice Yoger. I don't know who that is, but I feel like Hardy's just given a feeder fight here for her to win her debut in Bellator. She's primarily a boxer? Or is it kickboxer? I'm just going to look this up. Boxer, yeah. She is a professional boxer. She's cute. That's Bellator likes to get the cuties. Oh, damn. Well, I'm on her Wikipedia page, and the second article is about rape. So, not the best of life for Heather Hardy here.
At the age of 12, was raped by a 20... What the fuck?
A marijuana dealer from her neighborhood. Damn, that sounds pretty crazy. The parents were probably involved in that somehow, if I had to guess. Right? It's not like a fucking weed dealer's just going to come into your house and rape you. He was probably already there dealing the drugs to her parents, right?
Yeah, but you wouldn't think that marijuana would get somebody so fucked up that they would let you rape
no, well, he was
daughter.
already fucked up, clearly. Oh, and yes, I mean... who has a weed dealer over at their house though? That's the thing. So they were probably pretty fucked up. Well, no, not crack. They could have been alcoholics and also marijuana users like me, except they just overdid it.
Let's move on.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I have no fucking... I'm just curious about how it all... Man, 12, that's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways. Neiman Gracie versus Dave Marfone is the next fight. Neiman Gracie, he's part of the Gracies. He's probably going to win. Because I don't know who this Dave Marfone is. Featherweight fight, James Gallagher versus Shinzo Machida. That's going to be a good fight. James Gallagher is a pretty good fighter. And Shinzo, he's shown some pretty good skills in Bellator so far. So this should be a good fight. And then there's a championship fight on the prelims. Fucking crazy, right? Because the main event is Chael and Vanderlei Silva. So Phil Davis versus Ryan Bader. That's a good fight.
Yeah.
And both of these guys are very satisfied with the money they're making. Ryan Bader said
I really don't understand how that's TV card.
Me neither.
Fight.
Me neither.
Because I would rather watch that than Fedor. And
I know. This should be closer to the main event, but whatever. It's this is a number 2. They fought before. Yes. Phil Davis won.
No, Bader won.
Oh, Bader won? Oh, yeah, that's right. He wrestle-fucked him, didn't he?
Pretty much.
And he's probably going to do that again. If I have to... Well, he might fucking KO him.
Yeah, I don't know. I do think Bader's going to win. How it's going to happen, I have no idea.
I could see some ground and pound just killing Phil Davis eventually. In this fight, particularly.
It was a split decision, but I think Bader's just improved substantially more than Davis has. Davis, I think, all in all, had more potential, but he never.
Ryan Bader definitely stepped up and changed his style to be more exciting. That's for sure. In his last fights, but now that's the thing. He's in Bellator. All his money's guaranteed.
Yeah.
There's no bonuses, so he's just there to fucking win and not necessarily knock out Phil Davis. He will knock out Phil Davis if he has to, but if he doesn't need to, he'll just fucking lay on top of him and do what the man has to. All right.
Yeah.
Aaron Pico versus Zach Freeman. Aaron Pico, I believe he's also a professional boxer that's making his... Oh, no, he's a wrestler that is making his MMA debut. And Zach Freeman, nobody really knows who he is. He was at the press conference this morning. He just seems like a dude. He said that he installs like not DirecTV, Comcast boxes and stuff.
So it's just a little weird that's on the pay-per-view and then Phil Davis and Bader are not.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Aaron Pico, I guess people are excited about an American wrestler. Oh, he's not even American. Oh, he is American. He's totally American. All right. Okay. Douglas Lima versus Lorenz Larkin for the welterweight title. That's a good fight.
And then McDonald's getting
the winner of that.
The winner.
And he's going to remove their health from them or whatever he said.
Yep.
Michael Chandler.
Shorten their life. I think he said shorten their life or something.
No. He was something about their health. He's going to take their health. Something like that.
Okay.
Michael Chandler, champion's going to defend against Brent Primus. I don't really know who Brent Primus is, but he's been fighting Bellator for a while. And he's been winning. He's 7-0. So there you go. He beat Derek Anderson, which is the one name I recognize on the list. So there you go. And then the heavyweight co-main event, Fedor Emelianenko versus Matt Mitrione. Yeah, this could be the third fight of the night. I think people would still be okay with it. Matt Mitrione's probably going to win.
If he doesn't, I'd be very surprised.
And then the main event, Chael Sonnen versus Vanderlei Silva.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's the main event.
Silva actually gets into the ring.
Oh, man. Imagine he doesn't. That'd be awesome.
He doesn't make weight or something.
Well, the weigh-ins are still tomorrow, so.
Because, it's a light heavyweight, so it's going to be 205. So if he can't make 205, that's going to be really weird.
Oh, if he doesn't make it, I could still see it happening. Anyways.
Chael will, say whatever and let's do it.
Yeah.
But.
Not look at him and just say, yeah. Anyways, that's Bellator. And that's it for MMA. Is there any other events this weekend?
Yes. UFC has an event on Sunday.
Oh, on Sunday. That's right. Fucking BJ Penn is fighting on that one.
Yep. Versus
Siever.
Yeah. Russia, or the German.
Yeah, Dennis Siever.
Oh, no, he is Russian. I thought he was German.
Oh, whatever.
I guess he is technically USSR. He's old enough to have been born before the wall fell. Yeah.
What card is that? What's the main event of that card?
Sarah versus Lee or something like. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Sierra.
Yeah.
Michael
Chiesa versus Kevin Lee. Yeah, his brother Kevin Lee actually fights in TKO. He got a KO this weekend.
This is Kevin Lee.
Kevin Lee, yes. His brother is Keith Lee, fights in Quebec. He's actually fought there a few times. Tim Boach versus Johnny Hendricks. Felice Herrig versus Justin Quiche. Fuck, man, I hate Felice. I always want her to lose. Joaquim Christensen versus Dominic Reyes. Tim Means versus Alex Garcia. And BJ Penn is opening the main card on Fox Sports 1 versus Dennis Siever. Clay Guida versus Eric Koch. Dang.
That's not a bad fight.
Yeah. And Vitor Miranda versus...
Your other favorite female fighter.
Carla Esparza?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's bitchy. I'm not a big fan of her.
Yeah.
Marina Moros. Esparza is the one that got punched by Cyborg, right?
No.
Who was that?
I don't know the name offhand, but it was somebody from the Ultimate Fighter that year that they did all that shit. I'm
gonna look this up.
Yeah.
Oh, Angela Magana.
Yeah, Angela. Yeah.
Yeah. Vitor Miranda versus Marvin Vittori. That's a good fight. Vittori came out of fucking nowhere in the UFC, and he's been doing pretty okay, except for his last fight. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that fight too. Then the Fight Pass has Johnny Case versus Tony Martin. That's a good fight too. Yeah, I mean it's not a super exciting card, but some okay stuff on the main card. BJ Penn, I don't know, BJ Penn.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I just don't know how I feel about him in general.
Man.
Not just this fight. Yeah, sure, he could lose it, but just in general, man, he should probably stop fighting. I'm done with BJ Penn.
Yeah, but BJ Penn's not done with you.
I could be done with him, though, is the thing. Maybe I'll just skip this fight. This one fight, I'm just not going to watch it. Just be like, old dude, I'm not into it. Chael Sonnen, I'll watch him. Chael Sonnen versus Vanderlei Silva, I'll watch that.
Because, like Dennis Seaver's 38 as well, so I think
that tough
the same
finale,
age.
The main event is Michael Johnson versus Justin Gaethje. It's a pretty good fight. Considering that Justin Gaethje lost his UFC debut, that's a really good fight for him to get. And he's the main event of that card. Steve Bose is also on that card. Elias Theodorou. Man, is this card in Canada? What is going on?
No, it's...
I know it's in Vegas. It's a tough finale.
Oh, no, the tough finale. Okay.
Yeah. Juliana Lima versus Tisha Torres. That's on that card. Gray Maynard versus Teruto Ishihara. Oh, my God. Dude. That fight's fucking great. And it's on Fight Pass. Teruto Ishihara with his Asian bitches, man. He's just going to come in there and wreck Gray Maynard. And then go back to his hotel and have some fun. Oh, man. I'm looking forward to that fight. I love Teruto. He lost to Artem Lobov, but that fight was actually really good. Anyways. Yeah, that's it. MMA. Look out for that Bellator this weekend. That's about it. There's not much else.
Yeah.
Sure, there's a UFC, but it's on Sunday. Ugh. God, gross. Who watches UFC on a Sunday?
Well, I'm assuming they changed it to suit the pay-per-view of Bellator.
I think it was always scheduled on the Sunday, actually. They do Sunday events here and there. Where was that event? Where it's like in the middle of the USA somewhere?
Oklahoma.
Yeah,
City.
Oklahoma. Yeah. Yeah, that's close to the middle. What's the middle state? Like what's in the middle? Is it like Nebraska-ish?
Well, Nebraska's a little east-ish, but yeah.
Colorado's like west.
Yeah, west-ish, but yeah.
What's in the middle? Man, U.S. states. I don't know.
Well, South Dakota, North Dakota. Well, I guess Nebraska is right in the center. Sorry, I thought it was over a little bit more.
No, it is a little bit east, I think, but it's close to the middle for sure.
No, it's pretty much center.
All right, there you go, Nebraska then. Where's Oklahoma?
Kansas, Oklahoma's pretty much dead center. So is Texas.
Right. Okay.
Texas is much further south.
Is much further south, but
Colorado is actually pretty central as well.
Yeah.
And then New Mexico. Montana's pretty big, actually. Montana's kind of west end.
So I wasn't going crazy with my
no
geography. See, my geography's okay. That's the one of the few things where I'm okay with it.
Yeah, then you got like
I see images, I just remember them.
Arkansas and Minnesota.
Kat Zingano's been in the news a lot lately. I hope she gets a fight soon and feels better from whatever her injury was. She's been, man, her last fight, was it against fucking Ronda? Because I don't remember the last time Kat Zingano fought. It's been forever. Oh, Juliana Pena. That's right, and she lost. UFC 200.
Right. And then Pena lost against the Polish chick.
Oh, yeah, Valentina. Yeah, I mean, I like Kat Zingano. She's been talking about going up to 145. She probably shouldn't do that.
No,
I don't see her.
I don't think anyone should.
Well, her specifically, I don't see her beating Cyborg if she does.
Well, to the point, Cyborg's saying she needs 8 weeks or whatever to freaking cut down to 145. I like she must be like 160, 170.
Mm-hmm.
She probably is close to 170 or whatever. So cutting
probably
down
like 175.
Maybe like she should be fighting at lightweight opposed to.
Yeah, but there's no one at that weight. We would have to find some other freak of nature.
Well, there's that Brazilian chick that fights at like.
Yeah, but she lost. She lost in Japan.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she fought in Japan. She was supposed to be fighting the other. Oh no, that's right. No, never mind. Sorry. No, you're right. Yeah, she won. She's a champion in Japan. Whatever, Ryzen. Sorry.
Was that an open Grand Prix or whatever? Like
no,
or is it actually
she just has a title?
In what weight?
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'm just imagining it. But she has been wrecking bitches. Anyways.
Well, she would just be so much larger. Like, she was massive, like idiotically massive.
Phil Davis said that Bellator's top 5 light heavyweights is better than UFC's. I don't agree.
Not even, no.
Because the top 2 alone is so superior. And then you put Gustafsson, the top 3 is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I get that Bellator's okay, but they only really have, Bader and fucking... Davis.
Well, Chael would be theoretically there.
I suppose.
And then Vanderlei, which theoretically would be there. But again, Chael technically should be a 185er. He wouldn't, against Bader, he would not be anywhere near the size of Bader.
No. He would get wrecked against Bader just based on size. Because Bader
and they're
don't
both
fucking
just
mess around.
Wrestlers, yeah. They're both just wrestlers, so it'd just be... And I think Bader would probably be a better wrestler than Chael would be, too.
Possible. All right, well, that does it. There's nothing else.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
Yeah. See you guys next week. Every Thursday, we're here live on YouTube, Mixer, Smashcast, Ustream, Twitch. Mega Scorcher TV is the channel name. We're on podcasts wherever you can find them. We have our RSS feed on the website as well, megascorcher.com. We're available as a video. Oh, no, we're available as only an audio format. If you want the videos, we're on YouTube. That's where you find the video for this show. But yeah, megascorcher.com actually has everything. So you could just go there as well. So we'll see you guys next week.
Hey, this one's for you, Matt. Keep throwing those elbows, bitches.
Oh, yeah.
Keep throwing those elbows.
I mean, you always said that before.
Yeah.
I never had a tagline, and then you just show up in 2 weeks. You have a tagline. So that was good.
Gotta cut those bitches. Just fucking Matt Hughes that bitch.
Yeah, no, you know more about selling than I do. I'm just a fan. I'm just a wrestling mark. I don't know anything. Okay. You're the master here. With the keep throwing the elbows. I'm just the podcast this and live this. It's Thursday. That's me. You're the one with the smart brains here.
Mm-hmm. Smart brains. Let's keep it with that.
Yeah, I just got a regular brain. It works. But it's just there. All right. We'll be back next week. See ya.
Yeah.